Several thousand miles away, 4 members of the Indonesia team, Rosaria, Darrell, John, and Andres, are on their way to Nusa Penida, an island where they've been told people suffer from a shortage of fresh water.
The sheet explained that the water that they usually drank from was brackish, that they had a freshwater source that was many miles away in a cave, and that it was very difficult for them to get the water from that cave if they wanted fresh water. Hi, I'm Darrell, and that was me working with other Stanford students as part of a design class. We traveled to a foreign country to solve a real-world problem. I have wanted to be an inventor since I was 9 years old. Flying cars and things like that, but over time, it became much more about creating products that mattered, I think, to other people as well. Being an innovator is about more than building flying cars. It's about being creative in everything you do and solving real-world problems. The good news is, you don't have to wait until you graduate or grow up to make a difference. You can start right now. Take, for instance, Jack Andraka, who at 15 years old invented a new and inexpensive way for detecting cancer.
The winner of the $75,000 2012 Gordon E. Moore Award in the category of Medicine and Sciences, Jack Thomas.
Maybe if we'd caught it earlier. That's what the doctor said about my uncle's pancreatic cancer. Like that was even possible with the testing they had. But what did I know? I was too young to understand things like cancer, or how to test for it. Too young to be taken seriously. 199 experts told me I was too young, that they didn't have time for my little science fair project. But the way I saw it, if the key was early detection, maybe someone just needed to start looking earlier. Like during 5th period freshman biology.
Just like Jack, you too can be an innovator, right now. So, how do you start? I will be your guide as you learn to think and act as an innovator. We will use scenes from the Extreme by Design documentary along the way. This documentary followed student teams from Stanford University who went to developing countries to solve real-world problems. My team worked on water issues in Indonesia. Other teams worked on different problems, such as inventing devices to help babies with pneumonia breathe better. In all cases, the most important lesson we learned was the value of developing empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes, so you can understand the problem from their perspective. Check out this clip of a team working on devices to help babies with pneumonia breathe better.
After weeks of preparation back home, the Bangladesh teams have just 8 days on the ground to talk to doctors, nurses, and patients.
I am a first-year MBA student at the business school.
Seth is working on the IV medicine infusion pump project with Chris.
I'm actually also a type 1 diabetic, so I have my own infusion pump, so this project is really kind of a personal thing for me. So.
Pam, Carrie, and Andy are designing a more affordable CPAP breathing device. while David is part of another team that is focused on the device's nose piece.
But we could still use it.
It's very fluid. It's not a gel.
It is the third time this baby got admitted, and he's on bubble CPAP for last 2 days. And we can see that his saturation,
Yes.
heart rate, because when we stop giving oxygen, the babies become bradycardic.
Become what?
Bradycardic. His heart rate slows down. He should.
ICDDRB's innovative treatment is pumping both air and pure oxygen into Habib, giving him a fighting chance to stay alive. But for most babies here, the treatment is out of reach, unless the students can find a way to cut its cost.
Looks like he's getting saline, diarrhea treatment, saline, yeah. Poor baby.
In another ward, Seth meets a mother whose child is being hooked up to an IV.
At least early on, I was less interested in figuring out the details of what we were going to do with our infusion pump than I was with meeting the people and trying to figure out what they were about, I guess, if that makes sense. I know it seems silly, right? Like, an infusion pump is a medical device. Like, you can put schematics up, but then you're not going to go through with figuring out the process to get it right if you don't care.
Oh, there we go. It's feeling better.
And so that early part was just developing the passion and the empathy.
This team used two helpful strategies for developing empathy: observation and collecting stories. Observation is when you look at a situation and try to understand what is happening and why it's happening that way. Let's try it. Take a look at the following situation, and as you observe, think about what's happening and why.
So there's no signal here. Coming up to the deadline, I'd say I felt like I was being pushed right up to my limits.
Damn it. This is so frustrating.
This piece of fire. This thing is not making contact with this piece of shit. Can we get Allen wrenches?
Yeah. Where'd that red guy?
I'm so done with this.
What it came down to was, by the end, just sitting there with Chris and just being there. You know, if he needed something, we went and got it. If he, whatever, we just were there.
Yes! Except it's backwards.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, are we happy or unhappy?
298. Oh my God.
Now, discuss what you've observed with your partner for 3 minutes. 30 seconds left. Ten seconds left. Time's up. On your activity sheet, write down what you've discussed with your partner. Thirty seconds left. Ten seconds left. Time's up. In the documentary, you also saw the students collecting stories from the doctors, nurses, and family members of the patients. Let's try collecting stories from each other to see how it feels. You're going to ask your partner about a time when they felt happy. On your activity sheet, you'll find a few questions you might ask. You can use these questions, or you can come up with your own questions. You will each have 3 minutes to collect stories from your partner. I will tell you when to switch. Quickly decide who will be partner A and who will be partner B. Ready? Partner A, interview partner B now. 30 seconds left. Ten seconds left. Time's up. Now it's time to switch. Partner B, interview partner A. Thirty seconds left. Ten seconds left. Time's up. Congratulations. You've just practiced developing empathy by observing and collecting stories. You are now ready to take on a real-world problem. In the next episode, you will meet a migrant worker and come up with innovative solutions for a life-threatening problem he's facing. So that's the end of episode 1. I'll see you in a bit for episode 2.